Every time I open the fucking Atozy Johnny Sublobly, what is it called? New video, I think it gets bigger. Wasn't it at 30 years like the other week? Now we're at 36. It's like a multiplier. We're just combo farming this guy. Was it 31? Yeah, I think they added even more time. All right, let's watch it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
This disrespectful IRL streamer continues to prove to the world that he is in fact the dumbest streamer to ever walk on Earth. Because at this point, I just feel like a broken record as this dude just continues to make an absolute fool out of himself by now threatening the judge and his mother.
Why?
Judge, the prosecutor y'all can suck my yeah, suck my on soft, causing an
Why are you recording yourself? Like, okay, maybe behind closed doors, I get it, but like recording yourself, like this guy's letting it happen too.
anxiety by carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my. I'll bring a fish to your mother's house.
He is now facing 36 years in South Korean prison, and his genius idea is to threaten the dude who has his freedom in his hands and the judge's mother. Because why not? While we're at it, right? Like I said this on Twitter, but at this point, Johnny is essentially pen testing the South Korean judicial system because he is doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing when you're.
I think maybe this is like a power move that Johnny Somali is actually kind of a 5D chess player. He's doing this so that no other streamers do what he does, and then the laws change. No, I think so. I think this is a parallel universe possibility. He's doing this for the greater good. He's dying for our sins. Exactly. You see all these IRL streamers doing horrible shit. He's like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna like play the worst character imaginable. He's like the Joker, and then he shoots himself in the foot just so they change the laws. Don't try to defend the reasoning. Come on, I'm allowed to dream, okay? I can't actually believe this guy's this retarded. Come on. Let me think. Nice thoughts.
You're facing serious prison time every step of the way. So, I mean, whatever they end up giving him will send a clear message to the world if South Korea welcomes streamers to harass their citizens for content or not. So basically, as some of you guys have noticed, I've been traveling for the last 10 days, which is why there's been way fewer uploads, but we're back to way more uploads now. Yay! But anyway, a lot has happened since I made my last video on Johnny in a hotel lobby. Obviously, he went to court again, and if you thought things were bad for him the time I went to the trial, it's so much worse this time, as he's now facing additional charges and there will now be multiple witnesses testifying against him in the next trial. But you may be asking, how did he show up? Did he go through and do the whole black pointy robe thing like he was claiming he was gonna do? Well, not really. He rocked the usual MAGA hat.
Chad, for those that don't know, he was gonna copy Kanye's outfit of the KKK and walk into the room. He's a pussy, by the way. He didn't do it, pussy.
I guess that is just his Hail Mary in hopes our current administration will somehow pass him one of those get out of jail free cards from
They're not gonna do that. I just don't believe that. I feel like both sides of the aisle wouldn't. There's no fucking way, man.
Johnny, nobody is rallying to free this dude, like as everyone except for the 20 people who watch his streams.
Even for a PR stunt, man.
Believe he's made his own bed. But speaking of the robe, from what I can tell before the trial, one of their neighbors saw Hank and Johnny using it to film some video on top of the roof of Hank's apartment building in Seoul. And naturally, they posted this video right after the trial was over.
I have a truth.
I spoke too soon. Maybe he's like growing into it. Maybe he'll do it. Chat, maybe he'll do it for real, like at the judge's thing, at the trial. This is just a warm-up.
That I am the modern day Letitia Harley.
Who?
And I am being assassinated
what?
by modern day Wu top Koreans. I have a dream that I may not be sentenced to 10 years of hard labor in South Korea.
Wait. No. Is that what I think it is in the background? No, I think it is, isn't it?
Korea for the simple crime of
No,
stealing
it
a
is,
couple
dude. This guy's so retarded.
That is my main goal.
No, it's not. It's the
This is
deepfake
so
charges that are in the main charges. Legal Mindset actually made a chart with all the current charges. So you see the one in the middle there for the loud music on the bus? Well, that was just added, and he pled guilty for that one as well. So in total,
Wait, that's based. That's so based. Loud music on bus, guilty, maximum 5 years. I love that. We need to have more of that in America. I hate that shit so much.
guilty for that one as well. So in total, he's already pleaded guilty to 5 of these charges, and then you have the 2 serious ones, which are the deepfake charges, which hold a maximum of 10.5 years in Korean prison each. And he pled not guilty, meaning he has to go fight those 2 in court, even though he live streamed himself doing what he's being accused of. Then to make things worse for him, and because of those pleas, the next court date, apparently witnesses will be testifying against him. I mean,
Yes!
just imagine throwing away.
I hope that nice little Korean lady from the store absolutely destroys him. The one that he like threw like noodles at and shit. I felt so bad for her.
Your life to be that unfunny. Dude's no civil rights martyr. He's a guy who made a living off of harassing strangers in public and live streaming their reactions against their will for profit. And because he goes way over the line for some basic attention online, he's now facing a maximum prison sentence of 36 years in South Korean prison. And clearly, this
Cabbages,
is getting to both
yes.
of them, both him and his friend Hank. Because now that Johnny has decided to actually fight these charges, that means he's Hank's problem for even longer. Or well, this is until Hank does the logical thing of just kicking him out from his apartment.
No, he loves his lover boy too much.
Because let's be real here, Johnny, he's made his own bed. But Dr. Ulrich Node, who was with us in the first court hearing, he actually went again and shared the notes with us of the court transcription so everyone can actually know exactly what happened in the second court hearing. So, 10 a.m., the judge enters the courtroom and everyone stands. Before this, a court officer instructed everyone to turn off their phones. The audience includes individuals from various backgrounds such as Australian, Pakistani, Korean, Korean American, Jewish.
Dude, what the fuck? This is international. This is awesome. Every nation just wants to fucking get their fucking one in, dude. I love that. What the fuck? This is awesome. It's like a Twitch stream. Everyone's like, yeah, this is content. Get me in there. Whoa, yeah.
South African, and African American. There are about 10 people present. 10 a.m., the case begins. Johnny Somali is scheduled for 10:40,
The Avengers, bro.
but when the time comes, he is not in the courtroom. Earlier, his and Hank's voices were heard in the corridor, but they are not present now. So, I mean, the dude is late for his second court case.
He's shitting his
really
pants,
late for
chat.
the first one. Apparently, he was late for this one as well. 10:44 a.m., Johnny's still not present, but a public defender enters the room. It's unclear if the defender is assigned to Johnny's case or if there's some confusion. 10:51 a.m., Johnny, also known as Khalid, is called. The court officer knows that Johnny was upstairs, but went downstairs again, and they're waiting for him to return. A minute later, Johnny enters the courtroom, this time without a smile, and sits in the proper seat. The court begins reviewing the charges he previously admitted to. 10:54 a.m. While the judge is checking the files, Johnny winks at me. Meanwhile, Hank,
What?
Johnny's accomplice, turns around and tries to intimidate the audience by making a scary face or serious face, which is not effective. 10:56 a.m. The judge asks Johnny if
This guy made a scary face. Ooh, I'm so scared.
there was any change to his work or address, because remember
Yeah, it's
last
not very
time
effective,
he lied
chat.
about not knowing his address, and then he also lied about being a student instead of a full-time streamer, which he was at the time. And then essentially by saying there was no change, he effectively lied yet again. Apparently the judge reminds Johnny that he has the right to remain silent, but it appears the judge doubts Johnny's ability to do so. Johnny says there is no change. Following this, the prosecutor reviews the previous charges, including the incident on October 12th, where Johnny caused a disturbance on bus number 471 by playing a loud ape sound and music, forcing the bus to stop. He repeated similar behavior on another bus on the same route, harassing passengers. Additionally, the prosecutor mentions that on October 13th, Johnny created a deepfake video of him kissing another man. The judge asked Johnny if he would like
Wait, I didn't even know about this. I thought it was just chicks. See, I'm starting to think that I'm really onto something with the whole Johnny X, whatever his name is. I think they might be a thing. I might think they Might be a little bit gagey. Star-crossed lovers.
To proceed with a plea
I'm
on the
shipping them,
deepfake charges.
yeah.
Johnny,
Shipping
through
them.
his lawyer, pleads not guilty to the deepfake charges. He asks Johnny for confirmation, which he confirms. The judge appears mildly surprised by the plea and asks for proof of innocence. The lawyer states that they currently have no proof and need time to gather it. Oh boy. Unfortunately for him again, he is his own star witness. He live streamed himself doing this. So he's exactly what the prosecutors need to, but exactly not what the defense needs, when he's on the defense at least. But in response, the prosecution requests a witness examination, stating that since Johnny denies the charges, they need to present witnesses. The judge
That's so cringe. I hate that you can't just like charge him and like witness examination. He filmed himself!
agrees to allow a witness examination, but notes that given the sensitive nature of the charges, the victim will decide if the court will be open or closed. This means that the public and press may be restricted depending on the victim's preference. Then Dr. Ulrich added some personal notes here where it says that Johnny seems to realize that he's actually in trouble here. Hank seems very stressed. After court, the two marched out and are followed by reporters. A reporter asked Johnny if he still thinks that Korea is a vassal state. It's so hard to take that thing seriously due to how ridiculous of a statement that was from him to begin with. It's just baffling to me, like, who is facing decades in prison and then goes out to the public media and says that Korea is a vassal state of the United States? Like, dude, what are you doing? But this time, Johnny apparently was a little bit wiser and he remains silent. And Hank takes on the role of the pseudo lawyer saying,
the big daddy. I'm telling you, the dynamic. Like, someone's gonna write fan fiction about this.
Johnny has no further comments. And they reach the bottom of the stairs and Hank yells profanities
His daddy's
and
talking
swears
for
to
him.
people's parents. So
Don't
I guess
worry,
they're just
kitten.
taking turns on crashing out. Last time, it was Johnny who was just acting out in court. Now, I guess it's Hank. But apparently they blunderingly walk into the underground level and are forced to come back up and walk through a crowd of anti-Johnny attendees. And then Ulrich apparently spoke Korean and told Johnny that he is terribly short. But Johnny didn't understand that, so he muttered profanities in return, apparently. But again, thank you, Dr. Ulrich, for the transcription of what actually happened inside of the courtroom. But Johnny just continues to lie in court for no real reason. Everyone is already aware of how he's making his money in Korea. So why he would do this and just continue to lie, it's beyond me. But again, I would also ask the same question to basically 90% of the things he does. None of it makes sense. He's already admitted that what he's doing is not worth it. So I don't know why he continues to double down and double down and double down when he's already admitted, hey, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm not getting paid for this anymore. Okay.
He wasn't even getting paid before that. It was pennies, wasn't it? Just people yapping over TTS. Nah, this guy's cooked, man.
Why are you still doing stuff to make your penalty harsher and to add time to your current 36 years of potential South Korean prison time? It's just baffling how stupid this is.
Maybe he really loves
Korea,
Korea,
not
chat.
guilty to something he live streamed himself doing. That's a bold move, especially when it's just gonna delay the inevitable sentencing and potentially give him a worse penalty if they do find him guilty for this. So the next trial date, it's set for August. So if you want me to go there, drop a like on this video. But there's a little bit more to talk about today, because the YouTuber 15 Minutes of Shame, he's been posting a handful of videos over the last couple of days with clips from that stream that they did right after the trial day. And if I was gonna sum up the mood here, I would say that Johnny is still in this like in-between phase of denial and disbelief, and Hank is visibly hating his life with Johnny still living in a small apartment.
Then kick him out. What do you gain from this? Other than boy pussy, I guess.
Well, the first clip naturally isn't even about the trial, because Johnny is still he's
on drugs
interested
too.
in others talking about him and how the reaction is to him. He's more interested in that than his own freedom and trial. So apparently he's just worried about how Asmongold is reacting to his content.
Honestly, it's easy content for him. The man sits there, he lets cockroaches crawl all over him, he drinks more soda pop than water.
Yeah, but he still didn't do what you did, you fuck. Why do people always attack like people like Asmon? How does Asmon living like a cockroach even like mildly affect your daily life? Like, okay, he's disgusting. He's got no teeth. All right, cool. Like, we got it. We've heard this 5 million times before. But you unironically like you harass people and then waste taxpayer dollars with this dumbass trial. How are you mentally going through the gymnastics of somehow you being better than him? It's so disingenuous.
Why am I calling it soda pop? But then he sits there, reacts to a Tozy video, and just says, "Oh, Johnny's cooked. Johnny's this. Oh my God, he's a da da da." Ha ha. But I'm not gonna lie, the narrative is changing. When a lot of these react to my videos now, like especially the Twitch streamers, because since they changed the rule on Twitch that like you can watch banned Twitch stream, I'm a banned Twitch streamer technically. They changed the rule that you can watch banned Twitch streamers content. A lot of these are laughing at the situation now.
Dude, people are laughing at how you will so willingly destroy your life for attention, with basically zero upside other than attention. I mean, Johnny is trapped in South Korea for a long time.
And again, deflecting and saying, "Oh my God, it's the Twitch streamers. If the Twitch streamers wasn't watching my streams, I wouldn't be in this position." It's like, bitch, you still would. I would watch you. I would watch you for content because it's so easy. It's so funny.
Not making good money anymore, and he's forced to mooch off his friend, Hank, to get by.
His boyfriend.
And clearly, all of this is really
So
getting
hot.
to Hank.
Hey, y'all got 3 more months of Johnny Somali freedom. Like, I don't. There is a lot. Like, they're gonna clip it. I already know these channels, and they're the niggas that keep me relevant, bro. I can stream once a month, and I'm still relevant. My name is getting millions of views on YouTube, and I don't even have to do nothing. The last time I streamed was 2 weeks ago. That's crazy power. That's
Crazy power to be so popular that everyone hates you. This is so delusional, man. Chat, you have permission to fucking just terminate me. Like, take down my channel if I ever become this. I never will, because I have a brain, but like, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand this at all. I can't even empathize.
crazy power.
Well, yeah, you're in the middle of an international criminal case. You're facing 36 years of prison time simply because you're a moron addicted to attention on the internet. When we first started covering him in Korea, he was basically only facing like a slap on the wrist. Because the first time he was detained, etc., that was about walking around with the rotting fish on the bus and shoving it in people's faces.
Yeah,
as we saw from the chart earlier, that was a fine and or up to 30 days in jail, worst case scenario, as that charge is essentially the equivalent of a misdemeanor. But I guess with the attention back on him from the commentary channels again, I guess he decides to just continue to act out in the worst way possible to keep videos being made on him. And now he's facing 36 years in prison. Congratulations, you played yourself? Like, that doesn't sound like power to me. That sounds like a massive skill issue. Why'd you do that to yourself, dude? But he also revealed that allegedly someone from the US Embassy came to his most recent court date.
I don't want to say anything about the court, but
No, really? They wasted time and money on this motherfucker?
let's just say there was somebody from the government at court today.
Oh my gosh, the government chat.
It's not private information.
Oh, it's been debunked. I don't know.
There was a representative from the U.S. Embassy at the court today. I'm just gonna put that out there. My country looking out for me. I'm a U.S. citizen at the end of the day, and they know this is.
Why would you assume that they're doing anything but monitoring the situation? Because again,
or it, like, you realize that when things like this happen, it ruins relationships with, like, nations have to care about this kind of thing, right? Like, they're probably like, oh God, please, for the love of God, don't let this guy fuck up anymore. Like, we need to keep relations okay. Like, this is public news for South Korea, man. And probably North Korea too. It might fuck things up for them as well.
he left his American rights at home in America. Unfortunately, he still doesn't seem to realize he's at the mercy of the South Korean judge that he is actively threatening on his streams. But this is what Hank has to say revolving a lot of the hate that Hank's been getting for supporting Johnny.
I get partially, okay? Partially, I understand why Koreans are upset at Renzi. Because, yeah, but
I'm not scared to say my name.
Look, I'm not about to play this whole nationalism card and, like, say that everybody has to act like this, but, like, you have some responsibility to, like, look at your kin and be like, maybe this guy's acting really disrespectfully to my kin. Like, again, I know he's American, South Korean American, but at the same time, you should have at least a shred of, like, maybe this guy's kind of a piece of shit. And he's like, no, I can a little bit understand what's going on. And it's like, yeah, you're supporting a literal fucking idiot who harasses people for clout, not even for money at this point.
My name is Ramsey.
Nobody.
What did I do? Why are they targeting me?
They're gonna clip this. Be careful what you say.
I know.
Okay.
Two lovers, man. He's gonna calm him down. He's like, okay, baby, don't worry about it. I'll take care of you later, please. Calm down. Don't yell. It's my time to shine.
Just
go ahead.
Let me please say it, okay? What did I do that was so wrong? So just because my friend, like.
Stop. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not being weird. I'm telling you, there's gotta be more to this.
Let's say my friend screwed up. That means I should abandon my friend? Like that's not loyalty. Do you
This reads like a fucking rom-com. Like, I don't know.
understand what loyalty is?
Dude, your friend didn't screw up. He's making an active decision every single day to make his own life and your life as miserable as possible to get a little bit of attention online. He didn't even accidentally offend someone or accidentally commit a crime which puts you and your family in a position to have to pay for his legal representation. These are active decisions on his end as he continues to double down over and over and over again. You do not owe someone loyalty if they're actively destroying your life and damaging your relationship with your family, because friends don't do that. Johnny is definitely not your friend.
I've dropped people for less. I don't get it. Like, I'm a really empathetic person, and I've dropped people for less. Not like in the streaming career-wise, like, this is a job, like I don't get it, but I'm just saying, I've dropped people for less. People have said, oh, Alana, you're like really volatile, and like I don't like hanging out with you because you're like really loud. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk away this way, and you can go fuck yourself. And that's like a criticism on my personality. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking change. I'm not affecting anyone else. Like, I don't fucking give a fuck.
Doing all that to you.
I shouldn't.
This is international level of like disgrace. What the fuck is wrong with you? Trying to justify this like, he's my friend, I have to stand up for him.
I'm getting also punished by South Korea because of guilty by association. My mom and my dad.
Don't talk about
Okay.
Don't give these.
Don't talk about your mom, man. I know she makes you really upset. Babe, don't talk like that. Yes,
Don't
queen.
get emotional on stream.
But anyway,
when I get emotional, I troll. Don't be serious. Okay?
Dude. I can just, the dynamic is screaming at me.
Just be careful.
Like,
I'm telling you.
It's okay if they're gay. It's just that it's cute that they're hiding it. Okay, I love that. I really do. I love that for them.
seriously, I didn't insult Korea. I didn't insult comfort women.
Crazy style that you
told
are.
Ramsey, I mean, I would have told Ramsey not to do it if he was gonna do it. He did it before he did it without my knowledge.
I mean, the more Hank talks, the more clear it is to me that Johnny is completely taking advantage of him. It seems like that Hank isn't really playing with a full deck of cards, so to speak. And to preface that, that's a complete speculation, as I don't know the guy. But I also feel like that kind of showed in that interview he did back with the LA-based Korean podcast a few months ago about him and Johnny being jumped. But also just by like scraping the surface of how Hank was banned
That's not the
from
only
the
thing
United
he's jumping
States
on.
and his previous online political stunts and things, it would seem that he has quite a pattern of antisocial behavior. So I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny is one of his
They're
own
a match made in heaven, bros.
friends, which is likely why he's so loyal to him. But at the end of the day, like, people are upset with Hank for going along with
You
all this
loyal,
and directly
chat.
financially
You loyal.
supporting Johnny and enabling this guy's behavior.
I don't want you to get charged and stay here longer. I'm already planning to get you a room for yourself.
like you're a unit, okay? Yeah. So yeah.
And my understanding here is if he actually goes ahead and sponsors an apartment for Johnny, that's not him paying for it. That's his family paying for that. And it also seems
he's a student, man. Like, he doesn't even have a job. He doesn't even go to McDonald's and get a job, man.
like, or well, he's admitted as well that his family hates Johnny.
So
why
privileged.
he would do that to his own family, that's questionable as well. Like, if you're talking about loyalty here, why are you not being loyal to your own family? But meanwhile, Johnny is clearly very disappointed because you know, he was hoping he was going to be able to leave after this court date.
It sounds like within a month though you could be out of here.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I mean, like if everything goes well with the thing, then it should just kind of be resolved, and you should be able to. You've got your passport still, so you
It's
should,
right here.
yeah, you should be able to just kind of dip that.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
He's so deadpan,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
He's so
the
pissed.
big takeaway here is don't harass strangers in public for your live stream.
Nah, I'm gonna
that
do
can
it.
save you a whole bunch of headaches.
I'm gonna be as Johnny Sublobly, VTuber edition.
Clearly, as we know very well here on this channel. If you want me to go to the
It's
next
gonna
trial,
work out
please
real
drop a like
well.
on this video, and also shout out 15 Minutes of Shame, Legal Mindset, and Dr. Ulrich Node for making this video possible. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Woo! That was awesome, chat. That was awesome. Yay! He's stacking up them buffs. 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 He's gonna go to jail. Fire, 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 fire.